Hi, am I live? Can you guys hear me? Oh, there we go. Okay, my setup came up. Hi, Devin. Hi, Shadow. That's perfectly fine. You can give a like and head to bed. I'm, um, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you probably don't know. This week has been kind of rough for me. I honestly haven't had a lot of content up. I missed my vlog, which I'm still attempting to work on. So I'm honestly not sure how long I'll be on. Probably maybe for an hour or something. Just really casual. Because I was trying to kind of doing like a mental health break this week, but I had the live set up and scheduled already, and I figured it was something to push me to do a little bit today. Because I literally haven't touched anything. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of be casual, do a little bit. If we go a little bit longer than an hour, that's fine. If we all feel like we have a groove, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So how has everyone else been since I've been live? I know it's been a while because I didn't go live 2 weeks ago. Oh, you can see where is that? You can see the new picture I put up. My anime picture. Oh, and you can, wait, no, this way. You can see where is that? My Christmas puppy that I left. Technically, I moved him and took him down. I just haven't put him in the box yet. He's just chilling on my pile of stuff. Oh, should put my phone on vibrate. Oh, my phone went off because you followed me, Devin. Thank you. Yeah, I just saw that. I appreciate it. Thank you. And really, when things happen like this week and just in general, like it's mostly on Instagram, not as much on Twitter. Twitter's more like, hey, really quick, or like I repost something. But Instagram, especially my stories, I'm much more like you get sneak peeks of like in between my vlogs, or like this week where my life kind of crumbled honestly and I needed a break. I did some ranting on stories, and then B was just kind of let you guys know that I'm not going to be very functional this week and everything's going to be late. So that's how that works. Because I still work full time, lots of things are happening, and I was losing my mind. So I needed to take a break really quick, even though I'd much rather be doing this and being live on Twitch and playing games and making that versus dealing with work. So, but what are you guys gonna? Well, Shadow's probably gone. What are you working on, Devin? What's your plan for tonight? What are you gonna work on tonight? And I will say I'm still working on my Project Elf story, but I don't know if I want to actually like write. I kind of want to write certain scenes, and I'm not sure if I want to do that. Because I usually write in like a linear progression. So I think I'm just gonna work more on my campfire, like world building. So I have my like falling apart notebook, honestly. I have all my like world building by hand because that's what I usually do. I usually world build by hand and then type everything out. I don't know why I feel more comfortable world building by hand, but I'm gonna move everything to campfire, and I've been doing that slowly, and I haven't finished it. There's more that I can put in, and I literally had a thought this morning when I woke up of something for world building that because I'm writing an adult book, some sexy world building about anatomy. So I wrote that down really quick, and I have to figure out where to put that in Campfire because I have Campfire Pro, not Campfire Blaze. I think is what it's called. I don't have that one. But I think I'm gonna work on that. If not, I'm gonna finish my short story for the older brother challenge for Sims 4. That is going to be a blog post that should have went up last week that didn't go up or earlier this week. I don't know. Should have went up earlier and I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna be doing some outlining, Devin. I guess. Yeah, I guess we're both pretty much gonna be doing outlining because that's what this pretty much is, even though it's technically outlined already. Though I don't really outline, but though I can't say that anymore because I'm outlining a romance novella, and it's an interesting experience. The book that I'm using as a reference, which I don't have anywhere near me, is Romancing the Beats, and I'm kind of using the framework that she had for outlining this novella because I really want to do it, but the novella made me nervous, so I wanted more of a template. And her outline, it's a little bit more detailed, but it's not much more detailed than how I outline my novels, which is, to my definition, a skeleton outline compared to other people's outlines that I've seen on YouTube. So, but I know outlining is different for everybody. Are you a detailed outliner? Ugh, words. Devin, or are you like minimalistic? And sometimes you see my scene outlines. Yeah, I'm. I realized by reading because I've read, um, what is it? Save the Cat Writes a Novel. Yeah, Save the Cat Writes a Novel, and now I've read this Romancing the Beats. I do have, and it's still in a box from our move last year, or I guess now 2 years ago. I have a craft book on how to write new adult books because I was intrigued. I've noticed that I do my like skeleton outline. Well, words. My skeleton outline is much more of a like hitting the like bare minimum beats, like the beginning, and then like what should happen in between there, and then like the climax, which should happen in between there, and then the end. Roughly is kind of like how it seems that I outline. I probably need to read more craft books to figure out if that's actually how I outline or not. But, you know, there's no real one way to write a book. If anything, listening to Laura's craft book club from Laura Writes, I've learned that from all her reviews and stuff. There's not really one way to write a book. Like we all should go in the same direction. There's definitely a different way to go get to the end point. You'll forget what you've already written. that is definitely a good point. I could see that. I think I like to check mark because I usually, when I do my outline, I will check mark when I've reached that point, like I passed that point. I wrote about that scene and I'm continuing. I think I just like the aspect of check marking, which is why I think I like outlining by hand. But I don't know. I'm not like a super list person, but maybe I like the concept of lists. I don't know. I don't know who I am. Well, how long do you want to stream, or not stream? Wow, words. How long do you want to sprint for, Devin? And do we want music or no music in this sprint timer? So I can pick which sprint timer we're going to use. Sprint until dawn. Yeah, I don't know. I have to work tomorrow, so I don't think so. Though I could technically still sprint probably till dawn and get a decent amount of sleep, being that I work evening shift. But I don't think my husband would like that. I think he would like to eat dinner with me when he gets home. But who knows? One day I'll actually do that. I mean, people do that for games, and at some point I'd probably end up doing that on Twitch. Doing like a 12-hour stream or something along those lines. I don't know about 24-hour. I know that's not super popular, but people definitely do it. And I have been awake for 24 hours. You know, the downside of working a night job, that sometimes like stuff happens and you can't really sleep. I've gotten better at being awake for 24 hours, but I'm definitely weird. Like when it hits that like 20 mark, I kind of get sort of weird. So yeah. Maybe during Nano. Oh, you know what? That's a good idea. Like not for camp. I think not for camp, but maybe like for either for maybe at the earliest would be like July's camp, but for sure Nano. That would like original November Nano. That would be a really good idea, Devin. Yeah, like do like a 12-hour stream for Nano because they do the World Write-a-thon, what Jessica does, but that's like you hand off to everybody. But I could just do like my own 12-hour one. That would be awesome. That's definitely an idea. I'm gonna write that down because I'll forget. That's it. An idea to throw into the idea bin. There you go. That's cool. Which I'm hoping to participate in the World Readathon. I hope I'm remembering that correctly, like the wordage. But I'm hoping to participate in the one coming up. I've already participated in the whole to do that. Yeah, there aren't many like late night live streams for sure, and that's kind of why I decided to do it because it functions for me because I'm awake. I could do it a little early, but I feel like that mid to late evening ish. There's still some people live streaming, so I figure if I do it a little bit later, I'm catching the people that are still wanting to write. I'm catching people, foreign people. My very first my very first live stream was like the last week of Nano, I think it was. I think something like that. And I got some people, international people that were wanting to write, but of course, everybody in America was asleep. So, or like America, European time, everyone's asleep. So it was nice, and I liked that I was able to give that to people. So I'm hoping that that will definitely bring me traction during camp because I will be able to. I'll still be either live streaming at this time or maybe an hour early. Um, it will roughly be around this time, maybe later, but no earlier than 10, usually for my time, which would be like an hour before we just started. Would be like the earliest I'd probably do it. Yeah, most of the streamers are in North America. Yeah, most author tubers are in North America. But I do know, which was surprisingly, I do know that there are author tubers that um, are in Australia, but they don't cash in on that time. They don't live stream during that time. They live stream during the American time, and I feel like people are missing out on that opportunity, or they should vary their time more and be like, here's a live stream that caters to my American audience, and then here's a live stream that caters to my local audience. Um, but what do I know? I cater to the live stream time that caters to me, and it just happens to cater to international viewers to a certain degree, and then like anyone who's just a night owl like I am. So, but we'll see. So, well, we got a topic. What should we do? 15-minute outlining sprint, because that's what we're both outlining. So, and do you want music, Devin? Because I don't mind the music, but if you don't want music, let me know, and I'll pick one without. $15. Let's see. I haven't done this one yet. 10 minutes. Okay, no, I'll pick one without music. That's fine, because I can easily put my own music on too. So, let's see. Let's do. I don't think. Actually, no. I want to give her. I don't think she has music on any of her new ones. Oh, that one has music. Oh, I love that Laura's new channel says that which one of her timers have music and which ones don't. That's cute. Oh, she doesn't have her other ones posted. So let's do this one because I haven't done this one yet. And pause. Start at the beginning. Add the screen. All right. 1, 2, 3, go. pause music. Okay. Yay. I think I want to move this over here because it's easier. There we go. How did you do, Devin? I was able to almost completely outline my male reproduction and how that works. Because I don't know why it's important, but it is. To me, at least. I want it to be in my notes. Because I don't know. I'm writing an adult book, so whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not like I'm writing not like I'm writing YA where like I technically have to be careful with what I write and put in the book. So hi oh, am I gonna I'm really bad with names. I'm sorry if I say this wrong. But Tyra? Tyra? No, it's Tyra, right? Yeah, because you're getting tired. Aren't you in Canada, Devin? I thought that's what you told me last time. And I feel like you were like a couple hours ahead of me, so like it already has to be past midnight for you. But Tyra, we just finished our first sprint, so you didn't miss much. And we're doing a very casual stream today because it's just how my week is going. Yes, in the Toronto area. Isn't that above? What? I'm gonna embarrass myself and not know my own anatomy. I mean, not anatomy, geography. But isn't wait? Is Toronto above Michigan or above Washington? I don't know. Geography was not my strong suit in school. That was also in like 5th grade, so I feel like that was a million years ago. It's almost 2 a.m. Oh, so yeah, you're definitely ahead of me. Michigan, okay. Oh, yeah, so you're like Central Time, I think. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's Central Time. But yeah, because it's going to be midnight for me, and it's 11:43, so that makes sense. Yeah, because I was pretty sure that you were like 2 hours ahead of me last time when you said something about that, which is next to Michigan. Okay, so yay, Tiara, you're right. Because my initial thought was of Washington, but then I thought about it and I was like, no, I don't. I think it's the other one. I don't know. I don't know geography. That's what Google's for. I also, write fantasy. So, well, my novella, I guess, is technically a contemporary, but it's I still make things up in that. You know, that's my choice. No, if no one cares. I mean, I read like romance books I read the what is it? Oh, what was the series I was reading? I forget. Oh, the Kiss Quotient series. And they're like talking about stuff in California and I'm like, I have no context where any of this is. I don't care. That doesn't like mess up my experience of the book. So I'm like, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. But I'm sure it does. I'm sure it bothers some people. I'm also very lax about that because living in like Arizona, in southern Arizona, where I don't live in like Tombstone or like super close, but I live in that area and there's a lot of like movies and books that take place in these like old west towns, and not all of them are very accurate. So I'm used to like not having things that are realistic that are around me. So I guess that doesn't bother me. New York is on the other side. Oh, so does that mean like is that where the that waterfall thing is? See, I don't know. I know things, but I don't know things. Is that where Toronto is? Or do they have the other side of that waterfall thing? Oh gosh, what is it called? Um, nope, I don't remember. Maybe you guys remember. Yeah, Niagara Falls. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Cool. The only reason I really know about Niagara Falls is because of Superman. The Superman movies had Niagara Falls in there. That is why I know about them. I've seen other movies with it, but when I think of Niagara Falls, I think of Superman. Because I love Christopher Reeve. I wrote a whole report on him in grade school because we were supposed to write about like famous like heroes that were like our heroes. So I wrote a whole paper on him because I loved him in general from like the TV show. What's your favorite place to visit? I think it'd be. It seems like it would be a nice place to visit because people talk about it a lot. Yeah, yeah. It. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I just look things up sometimes, and then sometimes I'm like, nah. It's kind of like when people throw other languages in books, and I'm just like, it's fine, whatever. Like the KISS quotient. Sometimes that like series because it's about like a Vietnamese family. They will throw in like occasional words, especially is it the second one or the third one? I don't remember. The one where the like mom is in there a lot. Um, the I think it's the second one, the bride test. She, her, and the girl occasionally throw in some Vietnamese, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like I don't care. I even though I don't understand what it means, I'm just like I don't necessarily want to look it up. Niagara Falls is in Vegas, the party town. I'm close to Vegas. Well, not really close, but you know, like it's not that far from me. But it's not the same. It's like people are like, oh yeah, I've seen the Eiffel Tower, but it was like the Eiffel Tower in Vegas. I'm like, not really. You saw a copycat. you you saw the Vegas copycat. But honestly, I didn't know that there was a Niagara Falls in Vegas. That doesn't surprise me, but I didn't know that. Have you guys been to Vegas? Because I have not. I've always wanted to go to see the shows because that's pretty much all I'd want to do. Because I don't gamble, I don't drink. Besides the food and the shows, that's probably all I want to do. Casino, museums, hotels, and stuff like that. Yeah. Though maybe if I could build up enough courage, I might want to go to Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum, even though it's closed now. Um, because I watched Ghost Adventures for a while, and I just watched their quarantine episodes with my husband, and then he said that he like shut the museum down because there was like extra creepy stuff that was happening because of the world trying to implode on itself. So who knows? Who knows if it will ever open? He made it sound like he's not even sure if he will be able to open it again, and that like 4-part episode series was actually quite interesting. But you never know. I mean, if you guys believe in that stuff, everyone has their own opinion. Niagara Falls is next to Buffalo, New York. Oh, so it's like, what do they call it? Uptown New York? No, is that right? Yeah, upstate New York. There we go. That's what it is. Upstate New York. Uptown is a song. Toronto's a couple hours away from there. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. Who knows one day. My husband and I do want to travel eventually, but sing for us? No. No singing. Not that at least. I don't know the song. I don't know that the song lyrics for that like by heart. But I know it. I think it's Bruno Mars song, or it might be Maroon 5. I don't know. Sometimes they meld in my brain. I'm very bad at like artist names, actor names. Sometimes, well, actually, author names I'm not too bad about, but like movie stars and um, music artists. Like I'm really bad at remembering a name, but I will remember a song. Uptown Girl, great song, yeah. Yeah, I enjoy it. But eventually, who knows? Maybe eventually I'll go to Niagara Falls. My husband and I will go up there when when the world figures out its poop. So, how long do you guys want to sprint? This time you want to do a longer sprint? Is it Billy Joel? Oh, okay. I'm thinking of a different song. There's a different song that has Uptown in it. Or maybe they took it from like sometimes artists get permission to like redo a song, so maybe that's what they did. But it is not Billy Joel. It's somebody else. It's one of the newer artists. I do know that. I do remember that. You'll play it on Spotify during the next sprint. There you go. I can see Niagara Falls from the U.S. side. Yes, for sure. Yeah, I do know that. But it'd be nice to go like on both sides, at some point in my life. I'm not a very well traveled person. My family did not have a lot of money to do things like that, and my husband has been so nice. And not that we've gone too many places, but I've seen so much. Uh, yeah, especially because he's not from here. His family is originally from the East Coast. So when I went there for the first time, it was so exciting because I was like, oh my gosh, totally different. Super cool. His family actually made fun of me because I was so shocked. All right, so how long do we want to sprint for this time, guys? Do we want a longer sprint? Do we want a 15-minute sprint? Oh, the U.S. side of Niagara Falls is paradise for shopping addicts. My sister would probably like that then. I mean, I do like shopping, but I don't think I would say I'm a shopping addict. I definitely get into like shopping spurts where like I want to buy a bunch of things at once. Then I'm done. 13, 17, you think is decent? Okay. Oh, Tiara, what are you working on? So Devin's outlining. I'm sort of outlining slash like put just redoing my world building a little bit. I'm putting some stuff into Campfire Pro. But what are you doing? We don't know what you're doing yet. And what do you think, Devin, about time? We could do maybe a 20. So I have some 20-minute timers. Twenty is fine. Working on your project, the first in a 5-book fantasy series. Oh my goodness. Project FH. I've never done like letters for like a project placeholder. Mine is Project Elf because there's elves in my book. You want to complete the first draft before camp. That's cool. Oh, Faxon Harper. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong again, but that's cool. I love fantasy. That's what Project Elf is. Obviously, there's elves in it. It's a fantasy, like fantasy slash like science fantasy ish thing. I don't know. It's for sure fantasy. But. Okay, 20 minutes. Are we good with 20 minutes? And do we want music? Are we fine with music? Or do we want a silent 20-minute timer? I know Devin likes no sound, but what do you want, Tiara? There's lots of Valentine's timers on YouTube. Yeah, actually, Laura she just put out a Valentine's timer, but it's 15 minutes and it has music. Camille hasn't put out any any Valentine's timers out so far, but it's still early. It's still like, the month just started, so I'm not surprised. Let me see if I can find a different timer too. Let's see if I can find some more. Teach, learn, design. Oh wow. Oh, these people posted them within like 2 to 3 weeks ago. I think I prefer without music, but do what you like. Let's see. Do we want a Valentine's timer, guys? Round 1. That's a 20-minute one. Timer. Looks like it doesn't have noise. That one has melody. There's a live countdown to Valentine's Day. Wow. Okay. I mean, you do you. I don't know if I put a timer down for Valentine's Day, but no shame. Not shaming here. Well, Devin mentioned Valentine's, so let's do a Valentine's timer. This one does have noise, but it sounds weird, so I'm going to turn off the noise for us. I'm just gonna play my music. You guys can be in silence or do whatever you guys like. Let's add it to the stream. And I'll put a link to her channel to give her credit later when the stream uploads. All right, 20 minutes. Valentine's timer. Interesting gnome friend here. All right. All right, ready. 1, 2, 3, go. All done. How do you guys do? I got I got the rest of my description of the male reproductive system done, and started working on some map stuff while also trying to describe one of the species. Cool. Started getting ready for bed. That sounds like a good idea because I know it's so late for you. I mean, you know, the elves or gnomes or whatever they were, at least they were keeping you company while you were getting ready. Oh, that's interesting. Your color for me changed, Tiara, for your picture. When you first popped in, you were like purple and now you're green. And at first I thought you were a different person. And then I realized you were the same person. I was like, oh, new person. No, just same person. Yeah, I wish I had done a lot of this because I do like the campfire. I wish I had transferred all this stuff over um, earlier. And now that I kind of know more how like the campfire works and I do enjoy it, I think definitely after I like set up my first world building things for like future books, I'll directly go into campfire, put everything in there before I start heavily drafting or drafting in general probably. Um, that's what my plan wants to be. Yeah, she turned green. I wonder, can you guys see that? Let's see, I have the chat up on my phone also. Oh yeah, you can see that. Oh, you switched accounts? Interesting. Yeah, that would make sense. That's cool though. It totally caught me off guard. I was like, oh, what's going on? Have you guys used Campfire at all? Whether it's the regular Campfire, Campfire Pro, or Campfire Blaze, which I know all the YouTubers are talking about right now, or author tubers, I should say. I feel, well, not all of them, but I feel like a lot of them are getting um, sponsored by Campfire, and a lot of people did. There was like a huge chunk of sponsored videos from Campfire Blaze recently, I feel like. 102? That's awesome. Is that 102 words or pages or 102 what? Not that I I never push for word count. Like when I'm actually drafting, I'll mention roughly about how much I did, but word count here is not the like end all be all for us. Nope, I have used. Oh, you've used none of them here. Yeah, I literally downloaded it off on a whim, the free one, and then sorry guys, I downloaded the free one off the whim, and then I realized the stuff that I wanted was more on the like the world building pack, which you need Campfire Pro for, because it has like the species, things like that breakdown. Words, 102 words. I feel like there's a decent amount of words to write in 20 minutes. Yeah, Devin's going to sleep soon. And like last time, Devin, if you want, you can just go. If you're good, you don't have to stay. Because I know it's late. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to. Well, I shouldn't say that. I said that about Campfire Pro, and I ended up doing it anyways. Because it's like the one-time purchase, and I could justify that versus like a subscription. But I don't know if I want Campfire Blaze just right now. Because I'm using Campfire as like more of a digital world building Bible versus like a drafting tool. And I feel like from all the videos that everyone's been doing, I feel like Campfire Blaze is definitely much more of a world building, a drafting tool, though there are like world building elements in there, but I feel like those same elements are in Pro. So I don't know. Right now, I like drafting in Google. I used to draft in Word. Then I got my new laptop and things happened, so I started doing it in Google, and I'm okay with Google right now. So, especially because Google has partnered with Grammarly, and I really like Grammarly for all my editing stuff, or like spell check. Oh, did I glitch? Yeah, I glitched there for a second. So Cherry, do you want to do another sprint? Do you want to do a short sprint to like close up, or do you want to do a long sprint? You made a account when everyone started using it? Yeah. I kind of I don't know why I do this, but I'm definitely that person that's like, oh no, I'm not gonna like follow everybody, and then like low key later on when like it starts interest starts petering off and people stop talking about it, then I jump onto it, and I'm like, oh yeah, this thing, let's see about this now, because I don't know, I guess I don't want to actually follow the pack, but I'll just follow you like a few miles afterwards. I'll be like, oh, I changed my mind. I actually want to. And I forget, I used somebody's link code to do it too. I just don't remember whose it was at the time because it was still active. Do we want to do, what do you feel like, Tara? Do we want to do another 20-minute sprint, or do we want to do a 10-minute sprint and kind of close down? Because I think this will be the last sprint, just because I feel good, but I'm also kind of just like, I know I'm not as exciting as I try to normally be. How about 25? Yeah, 25 is good. Let's see. Um, You has a nice 25 minutes worth. Um, we'll give Moon some views here. Yeah, I know you can't really compare, which I appreciate you popping in. I don't know if anyone else is on right now, but I appreciate it. I had a rough week, and I had already had this set up, and I didn't really want to cancel it. And I figured it was a good push for me to get something done um, this week, besides my like mental health break that I was taking. So, but all right. So we can do 25 minutes. Add this to the screen. And this is Moon's. There's no words. There's no sound except like a little bit of like nature-ish sounds. All right, 1, 2, 3, go. All right. Okay. That scare you? Because it totally scared me. I don't know if you guys saw, but I jumped a little bit. I knew it was coming soon, but I started like trying to really quick write like a sentence, and then the like bell went off, and I was like, ah. So 100% startled me. Oh, let me take off the banner. Bye bye, banner. Okay. And hello, Helena. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Really bad at names. Oh, let me turn off my music. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I'm listening to Christmas music. Hi. I'm sorry that you came like right at the end, but that's our last sprint. But good morning to you. So how did everybody do? I finished. No, that's not what I wanted. I finished the map thing because what I wanted to do couldn't get done, and finished my like what I wanted to do, at least the layout for my general elf stuff. So you're doing some editing on a short story. Oh, that's cool. That is awesome. Well, at least you got some stuff in. I mean, there was I think 10 minutes or something when you popped in, something along those lines. So that's a decent amount of time. Short stories are hard to write. I give you props for that, because even though I am starting to get into short stories, I'm doing that based off of like something else, but like creating a whole original short story is really, I would think, is really hard. So it'd be hard to like rein in my thought process to make it into something like short and concise. You get able to get in some more words, Tiara, I think, if you're still here. 124 words. You're slower than your. That's not slow. That's fine. I mean, not everyone is like one of those like crazy. Well, I shouldn't say crazy. That's mean. But you know what I mean. Like super fast, speedy writers that like writes like a bajillion thousand words in like 2 minutes. Like that, I think should be abnormal versus like something like that, which I think is perfectly fine. Like that's a decent average. Stories of fairy tales, what makes it a bit easier for me, but it's for a contest with a character limit, and I made it way too long at first. I did that once. I 100% did that. I was going to submit a paper for, I don't remember if it was a contest the library was holding, or we have in, because I went to high school in our main city, which is Tucson, uh, and in Tucson is one of the colleges, and we have a festival of books well, this year it's gonna be a virtual thing, but we used to have it at the college, and they hold contests, and I can't remember if it was for that or if the library is holding the writing contest, but I was gonna write a story to submit for the contest, and definitely wrote more than the recommended amount of words that they said, and then my teacher was like, this sounds like you're missing things and that it could be bigger, so maybe we should think of something else. And then I just ended up not submitting anything to the contest because I didn't want to write another story. I didn't have an idea. I didn't have another idea for a story. Is it for like school contest, Helena, or is it for like a journal or what is it for? Oh, that's not what I wanted. During Nano, I got like 300 400 words in 25 minutes. I guess the difference is that time I just wrote for the sake of words count, but I lost interest in the story. I'm enjoying what I'm doing now. Yeah, I feel like that's more important. I guess that is a reason. Yeah, that I think is more important, and that's why I don't necessarily focus on word count. Like I do keep track of how many words I put down because I do like to uh, do a certain amount because I want to finish my novel at least by the end of the year at most. But I feel like if I focus too much on word count, then I'm not going to enjoy the process of writing the book, which I feel like is, again, like more important because it's like your baby, it's your world. Like, even if it is a contemporary, like, you should be able to write it, enjoy it, and have fun versus write it and feel like you're trying to reach this what is the word I'm looking for? Goal that is not unattainable, but then you like put it up so high, and I've seen people who like reach that goal and then they're just kind of so like blah afterwards, or like the point after November's Nano, so many people have like that writing slump all in December because everyone burned themselves out. Like I have not to this day ever technically won a Nano, but I've always made progress during Nano, and I think that's an accomplishment. So the story is for an anthology. Yeah, a lot. I feel like a lot of short stories are for an anthology. So is the contest for you to get into the anthology, or are you already going to be in the anthology? I'm just, I'm just curious because again, besides that one time, I've never done a short story. And yeah, and I mean, I do like little. I don't know if they're short stories or like they're just mini stories on my website, which will not be linked down below, but is in my about page and is linked in my normal videos. Sorry for the horrible grammar. I had to fit what I wanted to say in 200 characters. It's annoying. Yeah, you know, I feel like in comments, grammar is not all that important because A, there's a limit, and then B, sometimes you're just wanting to like write it down really quick before. I mean, I don't have a lot of people, but we all go to like sprints where there's like a ton of people in the chat, and you just want to write down your thing really quick so that you're part of the conversation before like the conversation changes in 2 seconds. Like especially on Twitch when I'm watching gamers, like the conversations can change so quickly because there's like a bajillion people in chat. So let's see. I won Nano, but I didn't write anything till January. Yeah, see, exactly. And that's what I feel like is, it's not bad, but I feel like it's not necessarily healthy either because then you just push yourself too much. And I know that there are, like when you get a book deal, you have deadlines and stuff, but usually, for the most part, um, they're never unrealistic deadlines, and it still gives you a decent amount of chance to write, especially if you're an outliner. Usually for outliner, they're much better from what I've seen from the people on AuthorTube talking about it. So yeah, to be able to write half a book in 1 month, I feel like should not necessarily happen unless you're a superhuman unicorn. The best, I think, 20 stories or so from the contest will be published. Oh, okay. So it is like you're competing to get into the anthology. Cool, 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 cool. That's cool. That's, yeah. I give you props for that, because if you get in there, then you can be like, yeah, it was published. Like, yeah, it's not, I mean, I'm not sure if you want to write a novel, but it's like, yeah, it's not a novel, but it's still like you're published. That's an accomplishment. That's, you know, way more than what I am right now. Yeah, and then you ditch your nano project, and I'm going to have to look at it again in my life. Yeah, I feel like that happens to so many people. Even who was it? Kate Kavanaugh. She wrote a like sci-fi during one of the nanos. I don't remember which, if it was original nano or a different nano, and she's only mentioned it once, I think, last year, and then never mentioned it again. She's never talked about it. It's like it never existed. And I know she kind of also did it in an experiment, but I feel like a lot of people do that. Like they write something for Nano and then it never happens again, because I feel like then you have like a traumatic experience with it sometimes, because you're just like, oh, I like you did all this in such a short amount of time, and then you're like, oh, I'm done. I'm don't have to look at it, and then it just gets forgotten. I don't really participate in Nano, but it still motivated me so much that I finished my novel that I started in May during Nano. Yeah, see, that's what I like about Nano, is like the motivation, and then like all of us are doing the same thing at once, and it's the camaraderie of it. I love that. I absolutely love that. And I think that's what I like about Nano, not the like goal to hit 25,000 or 50,000 words. I don't even remember what the goal is because I don't pay attention to it. And then during camp, when I set my goals, I'm just like, yeah, that's like an average amount of goal. Do I reach it or not? I don't care. I just want to make progress. I want to write words, keep heading towards the finish line, maybe, speed up a little bit, but I don't want to be the rabbit that's like super speedy that doesn't win the race, or the toad that takes forever but does win the race. I'm like, I want to find the middle ground that, I'm not taking a million years, but I'm also not like taking 2 seconds. Yeah. At least that's my mentality. But I'm glad that everyone was able to get something done, and we were all able to be a little productive. So, and this definitely made me feel much more creative versus how I felt the rest of this week. And I know that Tiara and Helen are new. Devin, who is now gone, he's been here for a while, and he's seen some of my stuff. But I do have vlogs on my channel. I have some gaming stuff, and I have some unboxings of the Scribbler box. If you're interested in that, if you want to check those out later. I also, like I said, I right now it's just for The Sims, but when I play my games, I write little either like diary entry kind of stories or like background stories to like fill in the gaps for my games, and those are posted on like a blog style on my website. So if you guys want to check those out, that's fine. That'd be great. It's up to you. I'm late on some content because, like I said, I had a mini crisis needing a mental health for this week, but content will be usually more on a regular basis. I at least post once a week, some kind of video, most likely writing video, but I am getting into posting more gaming stuff. And I do these writing sprints every other week, and I also stream on Twitch every other Thursday as well. if you want to check that out. I will eventually be bringing some writing sprints over to Twitch, but that will be a little bit more time. So I appreciate it, and like I said, that was the last sprint, so I'm gonna go ahead and go. My husband's on his way home from work, so I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you guys are able to get some more work done later, and maybe I'll see you guys next time. I will be back in 2 weeks doing this, and I will post a schedule live stream if you want to set yourself up with a reminder later, probably beginning of next week. I'll set all that up. So I hope to see you guys then, and thank you so much for coming. It was so wonderful talking to you guys and writing. All right, so I'll see you guys later. Good night, bye, or have a good day. I know it's morning for you, Helena. Bye.